These are parts of the Stirling engine. The parts I'm going to show you how to make is the piston coupler. So in your parts kit that you got given, there should be a little brass piece like so. Just check your measurements off your drawing, which are here. So with your verniers, your digital verniers, make sure that it's 10 mil long, and it should be a 6 mil diameter. Okay. In your build kit, you're going to find this. This is a jig, and what it does is allow you to file your job. So it assists you in holding it. So we're going to use this part of the jig here, and we use this part of the jig here. Like so. So off your drawing, it says that you want to file 2 flats 5 mil long. So there's your length. And it says that we want the centre bit here left at 2 mil thick. So what we do is we go 6 minus 2 and take whatever that equals and then divide that by 2. So that works out that we need to go in 2 mil either side. And the flat we want left needs to be 5 mil long. So on your jig, there's a little thread there, and then there's a nut, which goes, or a bolt, sorry, it goes in there like so. What we're doing is we're going to wind that through so that there's a depth in there like so. Okay, and with your verniers, and with the end part there, sit that in there like so, and check how deep that is. So by our drawing, we want that to be 5 mil in there like that. So you can adjust it out a little bit, and then do the locking nut up like so. And check that that's 5 mil deep like so. Okay. Then you take your little brass piece and wind that in. So what that does is it gives us 5 mil in out there like that. So this is our part of the piston coupler put into its jig. Okay, so it's been wound in there. Then what you do is sit it into your vise, come right over the edge, make sure it's flat that way, and do it up. Okay. When we done the general induction on files, we talked about the different types of files. So this file here has got a safety edge on it, so it actually doesn't have any teeth. So what we're going to do is use that edge there against our jig and file down. So the measurement we're going to file to is 4 mil thick. So this is the first half of the piston coupler. Okay, the technique you're going to use, this is brass, so it's going to file quite easily. Pick it up like so, pinch it there, and we're just going to do a cut like so. What you want to do is keep that flat that way with the job and flat that way, so you get a nice flat face. Righto, to start the cut, and lift it off. As you can see here, the flats of the top of the thread's actually been filed away now, and you see a flat face starting to form. Okay. So when you file it through and lift it back off, through, lift it back off. Okay, at this stage now what we do is we stop filing, have a look, make sure we're flat that way and flat that way. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at that face there with the top of my jig because I know that's flat. So we're right there. Next thing we're going to do is check with our digital calipers what measurement we're up to. Stop. Take it out. Okay, as you can see the technique, in, nice and straight, flat, come and have a look, just see how you're going so it's flat that way. checking my measurement again. Now what we're going to do is flip it over and do the other face. And we're going to work back to 2mm thick now. So put it in the vise, do it up, and start filing back the other way. So same again with the safety edge against the jig, and file down. Okay, stop and have a look and make sure that your face is there or level. Take it out and check your measurement. So the measurement we're working to is 2mm. So we've filed down to 2mm thick. Okay, so that's that one done. Yep. Right, there's one more thing I'll just show them. Right. Okay, yes. You're right. Yep. So once you've filed down to 2mm thick, sit it back in your vise. And because we've been working with brass, it gets quite a sharp little burr on the end there. If you run your finger over there, obviously you may cut your finger. So with your file, just gently go across the face there. And that's it, and that will deburr that job there. So the sharp edge has now been removed. Okay, you can slide your piece out there like so. And what we're ready to do now is take this out and set it up in the top part of the jig, ready for drilling. Okay. Righto. So with your fingers, you can just undo that like so. This part here goes into the top part of your jig. So there's a lock and screw like so. Let that off. Open it up. Slide that in. And do it up. So the shoulder of your piston coupler will hit the shoulder of the jig. Do it up. So that's ready to drill now. A 1.6mm hole through that hole and all the way through. Right, our piston coupler is mounted into our jig using the top screw there. In the top there, there's also a hole that's been drilled through. This jig goes into the machine vise like so. In the drill press itself is a 1.6mm drill bit. So, in goes that. Same, just slide it back and forth. Do it up. Take a handlebar and just do an extra tighten. Okay. Next thing you've got to do is centre the drill bit with that hole. So the machine's not on at this stage, and we just bring it down and get our 1.6mm drill bit to go through that hole without deflecting. So deflecting is a sideways movement on the drill bit. So. Okay. Now we're ready to turn the machine on and drill straight to the drill. This piece here is made of brass, so you don't actually need to put lubricant on. Brass is self-lubricating, so you don't actually use any spray on this one. Okay. So. And just the same, we're going to use the pick drilling method. So we go in. On the top of that, you can see the swarf coming away. And we're through. Turn the machine off. Under the vise. With your bench brush, just give it a quick clean. And I'm just going to get the screwdriver and undo the top screw, and our piston coupler should come out.